Hello everyone and welcome back to the second half of the game, which we are winning 1-0! Yeah! But, yeah, in all seriousness, we are winning 1-0. It is first to 2, or best of 3, however you want to say it. So, this round will decide whether we have a decider round, if they win it, or we just win outright. Either way. It can either be 1-1 or 2-0 at this point, and we're going to go for the 2-0. So yeah, we were having some fun in the comms. We were saying we were going to be like Liverpool, because of course Liverpool smashed Arsenal 5-1. Just to point it out there for all you Arsenal fans, haha. And we were saying we're going to be like Liverpool and go at them. So yeah, if you like soccer or football, bit of a nice little thing to go by there. Always got to have fun when playing games, no matter what happens. So they have switched their scout, as you can see he's now Yuri, and before he was someone else. So they have split. And he's on the map maker's medallion, this man. What a legend of the game. Unfortunately, he didn't do a lot of damage to us at the moment, but he might do in a second. Taking up old Jub's position, watching the cart. And Pete has jumped behind him. Let's see if we can get this cam quick. Does a very good job there, survives. And he's going to jump away behind him. So a very good job there, does a lot of damage. Oh, I'm sorry I got that on camera, Pete. I am so sorry. Oh, that's brilliant. But he actually done a very good job there. He managed to jump, I believe it was round here, and then do a lot of damage on that sentry. And then she's now down, the sentry goes down, we didn't even have to Uber into it. And now Charmander's coming all the way back to get me out like the hero he is. And he's going to bring me out with my 100% Uber. Yeah. I think I was just waiting for a check. I believe we had a call for their sniper. It was still on the left. Oh, maybe not. Something was happening, or I was waiting for someone else. Who knows? But yeah, there's a spy behind us now. Triad gets rid of him. I don't even have to bother. I just get a call for a spy behind me. We all look round quickly, but there's no need to bother. He just goes, spy behind me, let me deal with it. Here, I Uber Charmander. Bit of a mistake, tried to Uber Pete, but I don't need to flash. Pete is clever enough to come up behind. They counter Uber, but you know, they're standing on the point. Very good idea. Stop the cart. But, you know, they don't really have the numbers in the area to hold this point. We're just going to try and dive bomb the cart at this point. Or not dive bomb, we're going to try and sensibly take over the area and just easily sneak it in. As you can see, easily spammable sentry again. If your sentry goes down, engineers, just get out, or else that happens, you go down, and then your gun goes down. So if your sentry goes down, and you're not in complete control of the area, which, you know, they had a big presence here, but they did not control up front, so just get out. Let's go back to my cam. Here we go. Healing Pete on the hill, trying to take over the hill. Take a nice bit of water. Heal up Rocketar. Keep your sniper buffed, medics. It really helps. Headshot does 150. Snipers have a base health of 125. If you fully buff them, it goes to 150%. So goes from 125 to extra 50% of 125. Half of 125 is 62.5. So you're looking at 180, 150. You know, 150 damage saves you from a headshot. So, you know, that's how it works. That's why you buff snipers. That was a bit confusing conversation. But anyway, we managed to take down that sentry. A bit of a force Uber, but we managed to take down the sentry, and then we just get out. You know, they've now wasted their wasted their Uber. They didn't really need to use it. So they've wasted their Uber, and now we can just start filtering in and then try and out DM them for the point. You know, smart move. If they're going to Uber, just get out and then go back in. You know, the NG's still going to be trying to set up, probably. Let's have a look at Sode's cam. He'll go find out for us in a second. Nice spy work. As you can hear, it's starting to go up now. You should always be able to hear these things. Yeah, it's going up. They're trying to set up inside the house. We got a call from that from Sode. That's what a bit should rob cam. A bit of the rob cam. Hopefully he doesn't kill himself. And as you can see, he got called out by a scout, and now a Dem is trying to spam in. And the soldier comes in anyway. So, shooting in the window. I think they've just got Uber. They called it. No! I think we just had Uber. Did we just Uber? Yeah, we Ubered. Nice. Get on the peak cam. Just watch him decimate everything. And as you can see, that's why you never stand too close together. You get 5Ks. Or 3Ks with pills. If you're running away from a demo, I mean, obviously try and spread out, but there was 3 of them there and just us 2. They were very scared there for some reason. Maybe they should have just turned around and killed him and then got out. It's very clever to think about these situations. And now we can try and take over the area. I'll buff everyone up, and we'll go in. Bit of Charmander. I always like healing Charmander. You gotta keep your heavy alive. He'll protect you. Their godlike instincts to find the spy. So here I'm just gonna heal people up. Keep them buffed on the corner. You gotta keep people buffed up as as far up from the cart as possible, so that you can push the cart without hindrance as much as possible. Excuse me. So, you know, we're keeping people buffed up as much as possible. We're going forward, but you don't want to leave the cart too far behind, because if you leave it too far behind, here I was still Rob to jump in, and he's amazing at jumps, so, you know, we've just managed to take the corner. Apart from we haven't got rid of the sentry yet, and now that scout's after me, which is the problem, because I'm on very low health, and I'm just hoping to get out, but he comes around the other side. Not really much I could do there. So, but it doesn't matter, you know, we've managed to, we're pretty much going to catch third. Elixion's going to go cap it first. As you can see, that's why you shouldn't sticky that close to the point, just spam out the scout. So we've capped corner. They're still trying to build there. I disagree with this, because he hasn't got much support from his team. If he still had team support, I agree with it, but as you can see, they're very all corner tight, so very easy to spam out. If they were holding here, and as you can see, the engine just goes down, so very easy opportunity. So here we just bail. We see an Uber, I bail one way, Charmander goes the other way, and we can sort of try and sort of box them in. But as you can see, Charmander's getting harassed by their pyro, and now he's getting harassed by the soldier. Anyway, we've capped third, just on to fourth now. 5 minutes 11 for third. That is an excellent time for third. So it gives us a very good opportunity at trying to capture last. As you can see, they're still in the corner. One other reason you shouldn't hold this here if we've already lost it, if we manage to do a lot of damage and wipe most of them here, guess what happens? They have a 20-second respawn, we'll push it all the way in. So you've got to be careful here. And as you can see, their engine goes down, their gun goes down. If we start wiping them now, we're going through. Charmander trying to take upstairs, very clever. Rob's already upstairs, even better. We've taken upstairs from them already. So now we just need to push the cart all the way through. Charmander knows they're below him. He's getting calls. Heavy goes down. They are 5 up. We should really be pushing the cart, which we are. Clever. They've just got spawns, but we have 22%. We don't even have Uber. But as you can see, you know, we've taken upstairs. They've counter-Ubered us now, so now it's just time to bail. Tesla had a nice little sentry spot there. So we've bailed. I'm not even in sight, which is even the best bit. And I'm up here. So I'm keeping people alive up here. We're just trying to get Uber because we have an Uber advantage. So we're holding upstairs. There's soldiers up there. You know, not too big of a problem. Trying to get player advantage, or any advantage for that matter. Elixion again doing an amazing job with that cart, keeping it moving. And he manages to get out. Ah, I tried to get him actually, he didn't get out. I'm sorry, Elixion. 90%. This is where we're trying to work out what to do. Rob and or Pete should probably be trying to get upstairs now, because at the moment it's just Charmander. In fact, it's not even Charmander. We've lost upstairs. That is bad. So now we're all trying to go through main. Pete gets headshot, which is unlucky on Luba. So I'm trying to flash people in, trying to get a lot of damage off. Charmander's trying to go for the medic and heavy at the same time. Almost. Elixion does an awesome job again. Almost puts it in. Not quite though. Unlucky there. So that was very, very unfortunate. But as you can see, is another failed push. We couldn't quite get the positioning right. We couldn't take upstairs. We didn't really push in as a team. It was unfortunate Pete went down. We might have been able to get that. But these things happen. You know, if you don't have good positioning, you don't really know. You know, everyone gets a bit confused. You don't have good positioning. You give them a lot of opportunities to push you back out. So you've got to have good positioning when you're pushing in, and you've got to do it as a team. Or else you'll really, if you go in piecemeal, but like one at a time. It's like you send in the scout, he dies. Send in demo, he dies. It's not as effective as sending in the scout and demo together. So imagine when you've got 9 players doing it. You know, you can't go in 9 players piecemeal. It's so easy for them to take you down. You've got to go in 9 players at once, or 7 players at once, 2 players backup support. Anyway, we got another Uber. We'll follow it from the old. Here, that was a 4 spot. Took a stick in the face. Not going to risk it. So here, it's all up. Their medic dies. Very good headshot by Rockstar, and I'm sorry I missed that. Let's try and get another quick push. So Pete jumps at the window. Kept him moving as long as possible, but So, again, we're just back to trying to take this area. Charmander does a bit of work on the cart. Unfortunately, Sniper and Sentry up. Sniper goes up. Sniper? Sentry finally goes down. But again, they're still up. Cart's moving back. We're getting more people in now. No, their Sniper's still up, trying to do it. Demo spamming, soldiers bombing, heavy spraying. You know, there's a lot to do. And that's what I mean by piecemeal. We went half the team piecemeal. They had their whole team still defending. Never go in piecemeal. So here we're just trying to regroup, really. After our first push, you just got to regroup and go again. That's all you can do. Here, backstabbed. Unfortunate. Happens. Should have been watching my back probably more, but Rob goes down. Let's watch a bit of the old Elixion cam. Dun dun dun. Getting them heals. And I'm back up, so let's get back onto my cam. Take the teleporter. Very kind of whoever let me do that. You got to take the teleporter. And now, we're trying to get we're trying to get order and reorganise by taking upstairs. Obviously Charmander can't go in alone. He'll get outflanked. Not really a good thing to do there. You never want to be outflanked on your own. There I was just looking for someone to heal. Finally everyone starts coming up again. But we're getting very choke pointed on main, which is never what you want. They all know where you're going to come from. You never want to get choke pointed in a single area because they'll know where you are. They'll just call it out. Very easy to call it out. So never get choke pointed, and always spread out. Take the high ground, take the low ground. High ground's beneficial. You might say, why this isn't? No, why is high ground beneficial? It's a deathmatch. You never see, like in COD, you never really associate high ground with DM. You never really associate it in TF2. But if you're a demo man, you get splash damage. If you're a soldier, you get splash damage. It's a lot easier to naturally aim down than up. So that's why it's always better. You can always hide if you're up, if you're lower. Like for example, I could poke my head out that window. They might only be able to see my head where I could see their whole body. It's that sort of thing. And there, I actually die because a rocket hits Pete. And then Pete started laughing a bit, saying, "Oh, you're blaming me again for everything, are you?" But that was at the end of the round, so it doesn't really matter. You know, it happens. Drop you, but it's first drop of the round. Well, first drop of the game, which is always good. You never want any, really, but it happens. So you've just got to sort of take it on the chin and go, "Oh no, oh well, better luck next time." Here we hear their medic call. Hopefully you can hear it in the recording as well. But they have called for an Uber, and I believe they have just popped it. So I got a call they had, so I'm out. See, again, not even looking, not giving them a chance to try and catch up with me. So it's just get out. Here, I'm trying to heal Charmander. He's jumping on the cart because their sniper was watching. As you can see, Charmander goes down to a headshot. Their sniper was doing a lot of work this game, so congrats to him. But Rockstar was doing quite a lot of work as well, so got to watch out for them snipers. A good sniper will pick off your team one at a time, so be very, very careful when playing snipers. The best bit of advice I have ever gotten, which was from a... Here, Charmander goes down, unfortunately, so we're going to wait for him. But the best bit of advice I've ever actually gotten as medic. I mean, it sounds so simple once you hear it, but it's so hard once you're doing it. I mean, I was playing possibly 90... Wow, and when I got told, I thought, this is so simple. But it took me about 10 hours of medic gameplay to implement, and it also took me a lot longer to sort of actually physically realise it. So, here, Pop didn't want to die, plus I was going to go in this way anyway. So, it takes a lot longer to physically implement, but the best bit of advice I've ever got is don't, as a medic, just don't be seen. Or any class for that matter, it applies. And I was thinking, well, what the hell are you on about? But let's go off Rock task cam for a second. They've taken corner. But if you're not seen, so for example, if I'm here, their sniper's not going to kill me, unless he comes all the way up here, but you should have someone at least here who can tell you if he's coming and even attack him. So that's what I mean. Like, just don't be seen. If you can't be seen, no one can kill you. Then you might think, well, how are you going to heal everyone? Well, we're here all the time anyway, but you don't have to be here to heal someone. As you can see, I was healing Pete, he was there. I was down here. I'm still not being seen. Pete's being seen, but I'm not. People up here could need heals, right? Well, I'll rotate round here and heal them from here. You're still not going to be seen. So that's very much what it's about. It's being very intelligent with your gameplay about what you're trying to achieve. But if you're never seen, you can never be headshot. It's very hard for you to be spammed out. It's very hard for you to be shot. So it's that sort of mentality. I know it might take a long time to sink in. It took me a long time to sink in. It took me a long time to realise. But if you've never seen, it's very hard to kill you. You know, spies can probably get you, as you can see here. After he fails twice, and then I die anyway. But as you can see, if I'm not seen, very limited times you can be killed. So here we have a minute left. We're trying to get sort of one last organisational push, but we're obviously going to filter in because it's a 5-second restore. But obviously, again, we've been attacking for at least 8 minutes here. So here Pete goes down. They're 4 up. No, they've only just got spawns. It's having a lot of trouble because they're coming out at really weird times. But as you can see, if we didn't piecemeal it, we probably could get it. Tesla on his proneness again just takes out the heavy with nice little crits. So anyway, we're going in now. I'm going for the cut because we have 18 seconds, so I'm just going in. I die, but I managed to push it a little way, and then we managed to finally get it in. So, so that was a very, very... After 5 minutes 11 on the first 3 points, you know, we took almost 3 times that to get it. You know, let's do the lap. We'll do the honorary lap just to... Where am I going? Here we go. The honorary lap, just to see how long we took. So this is our journey. We're going to do our spiritual journey around the map. So that there, on our spiritual journey of quest and decisionness, we're going to call it. Our quest and decisionness journey took us 5 minutes 11. If I'm not speaking, it might be a little more or less, but about 5 minutes. And now to continue on our spiritual journey. Stuck. And then stuck again. That took us twice as long as it did for the whole map. So, as you can see, something obviously went wrong there. But anyway, let's go back to the game. So now we've got to defend what was an absolutely awesomely, amazingly epic time. And instead of all, like, Tesla got mini sentries because his loadout couldn't change, but we thought, you know, we're not going to pause, we're going to have some fun. So we're going to use mini sentries. But anyway, what turned into defending the awesomely epicness time has turned into, let's just defend, but let's face it, we're probably going to lose with 14 minutes. It's that sort of thing. So yeah, when you're getting caught, yeah, the best way me and Pete could describe it was everyone knew what to do. As you can see, we're trying to take upstairs, trying to flank them. We all knew what to do, but we just couldn't quite work it out. And from watching that replay, I think I've spotted it. I'm going to give my team a chance to watch this replay, and hopefully they can spot it as well. But I think I've worked it out. But anyway, here we go. On defense. So we got to defend for 15 minutes. As I've already said, we thought it's probably not 100% likely. As in, they're probably likely to cap in 15 minutes. But we're going to do a damn good effort, if that. So here, a bit of a force pop and a counter pop at the same time. I believe it was a force pop. Yep. Force pop, counter pop at the same time. Luckily it worked out. But, so we're going to try and defend like here. Here I go down. We got 3 up. And as you can see, they're going to roll through here. Nice and simple. And we're going to go on to... watch Elixions come till I'm back up and then we'll go back to me. Come on, come on. Not that Elixion is not interesting, he's very interesting, but I'd just like to watch my cam for a bit. Nice little stop of the cart there, and we're back up. So, as you can see, staying in cover is what I was saying. There we go, staying in cover, keeping safe. That's right kids, keep safe, you'll survive. Take some water. So we held off that first point just under 2 minutes. Not bad. Pretty good time for us, to be honest. But we've still got 13 minutes to go, so don't hold your hopes just yet. They're starting to filter in already. I see a sniper top on the sentry, so I back out a bit more. And then I see their soldier over on the left. I'm calling it out. They had Uber, I didn't. And again, it's just sort of those unlucky deaths. We didn't get out soon enough, or they just managed to jump us pretty quickly. It's just one of those things that happen. We're losing a bit more players. So now we've got 12 minutes to defend second and third. You know, they're getting onto one of our times here, and that's not acceptable. They can't have 5 minutes 11 to cut the first 3 points. We don't have the time for that, or else we're going to have to do, you know, either the same mistakes we did on last, or just have an amazing defense. So here I'm saying, do you want me to Uber into them? You know, we've got an Uber lunch. We might waste a bit of time because they haven't got Uber because they've just used it, and they were just like, well, what the hell are you on about? So we thought we'd defend for a bit longer. It was a call that could have worked, but obviously my team didn't think so, and if your team doesn't think so, you can't really go in on your own. So just holding here, waiting for them to come in again with an Uber. We'll rebuff it, and we'll reset the times. So still 11.5 minutes to go. Yay! Everyone likes 11.5 minute holds on upward, don't they? It's always fun. Here I'm trying to buff up Elixir and just everyone's running in the way and I can't get him. It's so annoying as a medic, and he's just standing there thinking, what the hell is this? So I'm saying, right, let's let them waste their Uber for a long time. They can run all the way up the hill, and then we'll just counter and then get rid of them the old-fashioned way, which is counter the Uber. And as you can see, Triad does a brilliant job of throwing their medic off, which Rockstar gets the finishing kill on him, so he must have body shot him on the way out. Nice little kill still there, but you got to get rid of the medic somehow. If he did land, you got to do as much damage as possible. So we're just trying to hold a bit further back now. Wasted their time a little bit, but we've still 11 minutes to go. 11 minutes, last 2 points upward. Well, it is possible because you... Well, not really. You saw 9 minutes for us. But 11 minutes is quite a long time. So there, Charmander goes down. We got Pete and everyone still holding the hill. We don't really have as much choice as they did where they could have fallen back. I get backstabbed. Stupid, really. No one was behind me. I should have looked behind my back more. But... we don't have the luxury they did of holding 1 point. We got to hold 2 points, and we know we've got to hold 2 points. You know, they might have thought, oh, we can hold one, then maybe capture fourth, but we know we've got to hold this for as long. So we got to hold 1 point for 10 minutes. That is a ridiculous amount of time. Well, 9 minutes actually. They have 9 minutes 30 because the map will run out before they get all their time. So that's a bit of a bonus for us. The map helped us out by 35 seconds. But even so, that is an awful long time. 9.5 minutes. Not looking forward to this at all. But anyway, 9.5 minutes. In 9.5 minutes, more of fun you can have. So let's see how much fun we have. Holding up top. No, we got a lot of people up top, but we're holding up top, so that's the benefit. We're not going to lose this easily. They got times 3 on the cut, so I'm just saying, please, someone get times 3 off the cut. Again, we're holding up top again. There. And as you can see, they're trying to come up top with Demo Man instantly dead, not even a chance. And 2 more people go down, which is their Heavy and Pyro. Yep, good call. So now we have Uber. They're going to take a while to get back up, you know, 5 seconds spawn, then they got, let's say, 5 seconds to get to the front lines, maybe a bit longer, so we'll go 15 seconds, and then 5 seconds to get to position, so 15 seconds. So that's an extra 15 seconds we bought ourselves because all their heavy classes went down, so that was a nice bit of play. Here, we just knew that was a spy, pretty obvious. He went behind us, so try hard, just follow him. Easy. And again, we're waiting for them to come up, and wait for them to make the move. You know, obviously not the move, because that's the move, and that only comes on like a night out. Unfortunately, Charmander goes down there. So it's me and Pete up here. We're waiting for them to come in, and then we're going to pop into them and get rid of them. Hopefully we can force a pop, but their medic backs out really far below, which is unfortunate. So if we got time to look up, I'm going out just to try and save it. I get a nice 25% off the soldier, which is always nice to do. And as you can see, I managed to get out alive because Rockstar takes down their sniper. Thank you very much. So a nice 25% advantage. You know, I think their medic got out alive, so he's a lot closer to Uber than I am, because obviously we used. And here we have it. There I call out to Charmander. There's a spy behind us. I got a call from Rockstar that something's coming in behind us. So a good team coordination on spy there. But unfortunately, Charmander couldn't turn around quick enough to get rid of him because he was fighting something in front. But obviously a spy can one hit you, so maybe it was best I just turn around. But even so, he might die from the thing, so it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm holding upstairs with Rob, waiting for someone to come up. I hear time still on the cart, so I knew no one was near to it, so I thought I'd better just jump in. Here I just say I'm on 5 health, guys. I'm not going to be able to move for a long time. So I'm trying to get Charmander while doing it, and now I come out and get body shot straight away. Typical, isn't it? One time you come out of hiding, sniper gets you. He obviously knew I was behind there. I knew he was there. And as you can see, they are going to cap. They've just stacked the cart too much. Rocket goes in. We had a nice laugh about it at the end of the round, which is good. But they managed to cap the point. So it's 1-1, and you get to see a decider round. Right, let's fire this baby up.